What's going on YouTube? It's your boy living in London back again. You know the deal already. If you haven't, it means the world to your boy. If you subscribe, comment, like, share. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell on the top right hand corner. So when I release a video, you get a notification and I get a view. Sharing's caring, that helps my channel grow. Also, follow me on Instagram. It's living_in_LDN. It's all lowercase to give your boy a follow. Nearly at 5,000. Come on. So how you been, people? How you been? I went back to the gym today for the first time. It hadn't been in a couple of weeks, man. It was just, don't know. I think I was a bit ill. I just think everything's got on top of me. I just couldn't maintain at all. Just let everything just go. But I'm back in there now and I feel great for it. Anyway, people, today's story time. I ain't give you guys a story in ages, have I? This one is how your boy got catfished. And it was more a catfish of circumstances than actually a catfish of looks. Even though the looks kind of, I got catfished a bit. Anyway, let me get into it and you guys can tell me what you think in the comments. Shout out to all the people that liked and subscribed so far. I appreciate all the love, you know. Seriously, it means a lot. And everyone that comments as well. Come on, I read them all, you know. I read them all, people. They make me chuckle. And so wait, let's get into it. So yeah, your boy got catfish, people. So imagine that, yeah. I started off this YouTube thing in like February. I think I made my first video in January because I said to myself last year, by the end of this year, I want to make a video on YouTube. That was my goal. I'm saying to myself, do it, Dan. And I kept gassing to people like I'm going to make YouTube videos soon, but I never ever did. Do you know what I'm saying? So when January came, I made that first video. So go check it out if you ain't seen it before. It's my first ever one. It was during lockdown, so I was looking greasy. Didn't have a haircut, but I was looking like Tom Hanks when he's stranded. What's that thing called again? When he's with Wilson, the little bull. Wilson! Hey, I was looking like that. Anyway, people, yeah? So I started to get into it, making videos that's going well. The boy's getting love on Instagram, the boy's getting love on YouTube. And then a chick messages me, yeah? She's like, oh, this, that, the other, I like what you're doing, blah, 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 plus you're fit. Now remember, people, I'd been celibate for 3 years, but I've been going gym, I'm feeling myself. Was I going gym then? Yeah, I just started going gym, I think, by then. So I'm feeling myself and things are going well. So me and this thing start chatting. She's got a decent pic of herself and that, yeah? And then things are going fast as well, you know? Like, if you ever know about me, one thing about me is I get into a relationship quick. That's why I went celibate for 3 years, because I was just in a fucking guinea pig, you know? One of them wheels, and you're just running around. I'm like, I need to just stop all bullshit and just focus on myself. And it really helps people. I advise any of you to do that. If you're struggling, you're just in and out of relationships, you're just, whatever your situation is, if you want to do better, lock off everyone, focus on yourself, get your goals sorted, you know? And then once you can maintain it, maybe then just go out and see what's going on. But even then, it can be dangerous, like you're going to see in this fucking video, people. So let's get into it. So we start chatting. She's from Ireland, this bird. Do you remember when I said I got a bird from Ireland and blah, blah, blah? Yeah, we're talking about her now, yeah? Her name's Neve or some shit like that. And I'm above, the way it was spelt was mad, yeah? Like, the way Irish or and like the Welsh spell names is mad. Because there's like letters in the names that ain't got nothing to do with the name. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what's your name? And it took me ages to get it. But in my head, I said, right, her name's Neve. Yeah, so it's like Steve, but just with an N in it. You know what I'm saying? Neve, not Steve. Come on. And no T in it, obviously. Yeah, but like, it was just hard for me to get. Anyway, so we're talking, things are going well. And then, like, remember when I was getting donations at first? This chick would send me bare dough, like oneers, pinkies, here and there, just supporting. I'm thinking, this is the shit. Is this what the YouTubers are getting up to behind the scenes? Bare people sending them money. Like, it was live for a bit. I was enjoying my life, yeah? I was enjoying the experience. And so then we planned for her to come over, yeah? And at first she was just coming over just to see what's going on. And then within a couple of weeks, it had turned into like, this is a relationship and she's coming over to move it over. And I'm like, fucking hell, this is even going quick for my type of, like, how I get involved in relationships and stuff. But I'm like, whatever it is, man, this chick seems cool. She ain't from the ends, a different type of chick. Maybe it'll go well, you know what I'm saying? A whole chick from a different area, a whole different country even, Northern Ireland or Ireland, I don't remember which part it was, yeah? But she had a proper accent, you know, like hello, all that shit. And like, it was kind of like hard to understand her sometimes, you know? But anyway, we got past that and things are going well. So, she's gassing me up a bit, yeah? She's like, yeah, when I come over, we're gonna do this, we're gonna be going gym, we're gonna be, eating healthy. She says, I play a game now. I'd never heard of this game, people, yeah? I found out what it was afterwards, but at the beginning, she's like, I play a camogie. I'm like, what? She's like, I play a camogie. I'm like, I don't know what that is. She's like, oh, you need to find a camogie club for me. And I'm like, lost, camogie, you know, that is a word I'd never heard in my whole 38 years on this planet, camogie, yeah, and I'm like, what is it? And when I find out what it is, it's like hockey, but for nutters. It is mad, bruv. Like, camogie's crazy, go and check it out, it's an Irish game, if you ain't seen it before, but it's really big in Ireland, yeah? So like we're actually planning like to get her a club. She's coming over here for a gym, like, you know, like it's planned. I even told my baby mums and it caused a bit of drama, you know. So I'm really making plans. I'm gassing to my pals. Look, bro, I've got this thing. This chick's telling me she's rich. She's got a couple jobs. She's doing well. All this other shit. I'm like, yo, yeah, I got a rich thing from Ireland. She's sending me videos, yeah. In these videos, yeah, the titties are like this. Pow! Massive, like double G's or something. They were just massive, big old diddies now, yeah? And I'm like, fucking hell. She's sending me all types of videos and that. I'm like, it's gonna go down. Remember, your boy had no pussy in that in 3 years, you know? So I'm like, fucking hell. And like, if you weren't the best looking chick, but fuck looks all the time, you know? Sometimes you gotta go what's inside and all the other shit, you know? And find that. And that's why now, with any chicks, I'm trying to get to know a bit, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I was actually chatting to this chick and I was getting to know her, but she was gassing me a bit, you know? So, it's about 2 or 3 weeks before she's meant to come, yeah? And like, there'd be little weird things that would happen, but I was just like, put it under the rug, sweep it under the rug sort of thing, yeah? Like, she'd switch for like no reason over just some random bullshit, and I'd be like, and seeing me, I'm just an easygoing guy, I'm a stoner and that. I'm like, no man, it's not this, it's not that. I'm diffusing situations and that, yeah? And then slowly but surely, the time comes where she's coming over, and I'm getting like texts on my phone now, yeah, of like loan applications, and I'm like, loan applications? But if you don't want to give me a loan, my credit's in the dirt. Do you know what I'm saying? I got a terrible credit, you know. So I'm thinking, why the fuck am I getting these texts now? Yeah. Remember, this chick told me she's got bare dough. She's gonna come over here, get a couple of jobs and that, and like we're just gonna try and work this thing, yeah. And I'm like, alright, cool, fucking, let's just see how it goes, man. This whole YouTube thing, this whole new thing, I'm just going with the flow, you know. Gee, she gets here now, yeah. And I meet her at the airport. I think it was Stansted, you know, I'd never been there before. You get off the train, go up the escalators, and she was there. I'm like, what's going on? She was a bit bent over like that a bit, yeah? I'm like, what's going on, you're right, yeah? And she's like, yeah, I'm good. And I'm like, alright, cool, we've got our bags. Took a bit of a drama to get to the cab. And then we get back to my gaff now, yeah? I'm looking at her now, I'm thinking, looks a bit different from all them pics I've seen, you know what I'm saying? But I've had video calls with this chick as well. And so I kind of knew what she looked like anyway, yeah, but she looked a bit different, I'm not going to lie now, yeah? And see me, I'm not a fan of chicks with bare makeup, you know? Don't mind a little bit, but not bare makeup. She had bare makeup on, yeah? And then, anyway, we get back to my gaff now, yeah? And this chick was gassing me. She was talking hellas gangster talk. I'm good at having sex. I know what I'm doing. All this other shit. Trust me. If you never had an Irish girl before, and we've got, I'm gonna show you something different. All this other shit. So that's in the back of my mind. I'm thinking, alright, this bitch is a freaky bitch. We're gonna get it on, sort of thing, yeah. Bro, yeah. Like we get in, a couple of things happen. We start hooking up, yeah. This was the deadest PG sex I'd ever had in my life, yeah. Like I'm telling you, like she's telling me, we're talking there beforehand. I won't go into details, but she's telling me it's going down, sort of thing. She knows what she's doing, yeah. This bird was like, just, bruv, it wasn't the experience I was expecting now, yeah. Let's just put it that way, yeah. Even when like I'm getting her a blowjob in that, yeah, she's like, yeah, like I know what I'm doing, this, that, the other. G. This was the like deadest, like just blowjob you've ever had in your life, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Nah, this is like, I'm thinking, okay, that didn't add up, but you know, and I remember I ain't had sex in 3 years, I know people, 3 fucking years, so I'm like, this was a big thing for me, yeah? I'm thinking that was dead, yeah? That was so fucking dead, yeah? So, anyway, that happens, and then we're talking and that, and then she's like, gonna get something to eat, and we're going to eat, and then that, I think we ordered food, yeah? Cool. We ordered food, and like, we're just chilling there watching. The chick gets up, she's like, oh, my belly. And I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, oh, I need to go to the toilet. I'm like, all right, it's over there, yeah? And I'm thinking, what's wrong? And then next, I just hear pure, I'm like, okay, this is weird. This is like the first night, do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. And then she's like, I'm ill, my belly. And I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, oh no, I can't eat takeaways. I'm thinking, why the fuck did you just order a takeaway then, yeah? And it wasn't even my idea, because I'm not really a takeaway person, you know. I just cook myself and that, especially when I'm training and that. You can only eat certain things, you know. And I'm like, oh, is it? And I'm trying to comfort her and all the other shit, yeah. And she's like, yeah, I can only eat certain things. I'm like, all right, cool, better be a bit more careful of what we eat, you know what I'm saying? So, the next day now, yeah, like she was fucked nearly the whole night, yeah. And then the next day, she was still a bit ill. And I'm like, look, I'm gonna go and do my thing, go to the gym, get ready. Come back, bird's still in bed, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? This bird's meant to be active and that. We're meant to be going gym together and that. This bird's just in bed like, my belly. And she's like, I need my medication. And I'm like, we'll take it then. You know what I'm saying? I don't really fuck with medication or anything like that. So she takes the medication now, it's morphine. The bitch is banging morphine in my gaff. And now she's like this. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck is in my house right now? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at her, but gee, she's out of her nut, smacked out of her nut, you know? And about an hour later, she comes round. Oh, I feel better now. And I'm just like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Well, really? And I'm like, how come you came over when you was ill and this, that? She's like, no, it's not that bad. And I'm like, all right, cool. We eat again the next day. The same thing happens again. She's throwing up, fucking terrorizing my bathroom, taking morphine and gouging the fuck out in my house. Remember, I ain't been in a relationship for years, and I'm just looking at this bitch like, what the fuck is this? I'm thinking, no way, I've told bare people about this chick, you know? So I'm thinking, what else has she lied about? So I sat her down and said, listen, you need to be honest with me. I can see you're a bit ill and that. What else is going on? Bro, she come over here to start a whole new life, yeah? She blatantly didn't, but anyway, that's what she come over here with like 70 euros in her bank, yeah? And I'm like, what? 70 euros? What, you think I'm about here to take care of you and shit? Ain't that deep, you know what I'm saying? We had like plans and that. Now you're coming here taking morphine out of your nut, can't even eat food. You're ODing on a Mackie D's. Literally just ODing. So she eat a fucking McDonald's and then nearly die for like 2 hours. I'm like, why would you even attempt to eat it? Anyway, one thing led to another. She's like, no, I lied about everything. Now, you can imagine, I'm sitting like imagine she's Dolly, yeah? Dolly's a bit more pretty than her, but anyway, imagine she's Dolly now, yeah? And I'm just looking at her like, what the fuck is in my house? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what, you gotta go, you know? I'm like, whatever you thought this was, whatever you thought I am as a person, this ain't gonna work, yeah? So you need to leave. This is after like day 3. I'm so fucking pissed now, yeah? Remember, I didn't make YouTube videos for a few days, so maybe it's like day 4 or 5 now, yeah? But whatever happened, no, it must have been day 3, so I'm pissed now, yeah? I'm like, this bitch has got to go. What the fuck was I even thinking? Now I look back on all my actions and that, I'm like, you're such an idiot. What the fuck? This bird's like 10 years younger than you. She's like, maybe even more. She's like 26 or something, yeah? Like, bruv, she's fucking from Ireland, like, and she would use little words. You know me, I say peak, it's mad and all that. She'd be like, oh my God, it's peak, babe. I said, what? I couldn't hear. I don't know. Bruv, it did not sound like she said peak. I'm like, I didn't know they'd say it like that. She said, yeah, it's peak. I'm like, it's peak. She's like, yeah, it's peak. I'm like, oh my God, she's even talking like me and that. She's like, hey, bruv. And I'm like, this didn't feel good. The energy was off from the get-go. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, for fuck's sake, man. So once I realised this bitch just talked shit to me, and I banged this chick already, you know, I'm thinking, I'm not even celibate no more. I'm just pissed about the whole situation. I'm like, yeah, you got to go. I've got no money for a hotel. Now I'm paying for this bitch's holiday in London. I'm like, she got to go, innit? I don't know whatever the situation is, but you got to leave, yeah? So she goes and gets a hotel in West End now, yeah? And I'm paying for this bitch. She paid for the first couple nights, but now I'm paying for it, sending her money to live in that, yeah? 50s and 100s and that. I'm thinking, what the fuck? But I wanted that out of my house. When I woke up the next day and she was gone, I was so fucking gassed, people. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, dodged a bullet, but she's still ringing me, talking about she has to wait for a COVID test. They're not taking no flights. It could be a week or 2. I'm thinking, bruv, I don't give a shit, innit? You're not in my house no more. You got to leave, innit? Yeah, whatever lie and assumptions you thought was going to happen, whatever you thought was going to happen, it ain't that, innit? Yeah? Now I'm thinking about all my powers that I've just fucking gassed this chick up to. Yeah? All the fucking, even my baby mum, I had an argument with her and everything. And now I've kicked this chick out within 3 days because she's just a lunatic, fucking ill bird. And I'd never known about Crohn's disease before. But the chick had Crohn's disease. Ordering takeaways and ODing in my gaff. Like, proper bad as well. That illness is fucked, you know? Yeah, trust me. So shout out to anyone that suffers from that, man. It's not a good thing. But like, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy for me. I'm thinking, why the fuck would you come here? Like, what was in your mind? Anyway, now, yeah, so she's in the hotel, yeah? And she's like, can't you just come see me? I'm bored up here. So I go and see her. It's in the middle of West End, you know? Remember, oh my God, see when I filmed that video, that Chinese man, yeah? Kissing them little two young tarts on the bench in West End. I was with her that day. So I was with her that day, yeah? So we're together in the park, yeah? We eat something again. Gee, we're in the middle of West End. What do you think happens next? Oh, my belly, my belly. I'm like, really? Again? You said you was getting a bit better. No, I just, bleh! In the middle of West End, you know, in the park and everything. People start looking at her and that. I should have just filmed her, but that would have been a better video. But anyway, I'm like, oh my God. She's just literally puking in the middle of West End. I was like, yeah, I gotta go, you know. And that was it. Never seen the chick again. I spoke to her a few times. I even got a letter back in my group and said, you know what? Whatever reasons you did it for. I appreciate all the fucking time you sent me money. I appreciate everything else. But like, you should have just been honest from the start. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I started chatting to her again. Then she starts chatting to some other guy in my group. And before you know it, them two start linking up and that. And then she's like, rings me up one night. Oh, Daniel. I'm like, what? She's like, he'd leave me nudes. I'm like, yo, what? Me nudes. I'm like, what are you saying? My pictures, videos, I sent him videos of me and he sent it to the whole group. And I'm like, why would you even do that? You don't even know the guy like that. And I'm thinking, this bitch is just headache. I'm like, you know what? I'm not involved in none of this. Do whatever you're doing with this guy. It's just nothing to do with me. Locked her off. And then I found out a couple of weeks ago, this bird was actually giving like Liam Ditchy and all these other little struggle YouTubers I've been beefing with my personal information, like my address, my telephone number and all that kind of stuff. Imagine, no, actually, me and Ditchy already had my number before that because we were talking, but my address in that. Like any of these little YouTubers I've been beefing with, she's proper like a weirdo, man. So people, this is a lesson on just be careful out there because there's a lot of weirdos out there and some of these girls, and I can't help it. I'm proper guilty, you know. See, sometimes, yeah, I'm going through Instagram and I'm like, how these chicks got so many followers and that, man? All this fucking 5,000 likes for one dead picture, man. Fucking bitch. Before I leave the picture, I'm like. Bro, it's all us hungry guys out there seeing these little chicks and that, like looking hot and that. By the end of the day, people, just sometimes what's behind that camera is a mad thing, you know. And this chick weren't even all that. So to imagine, I got catfished, she weren't all that. She's ill, she's broke, and she's just full of shit. Oh, bruv, I probably took the L. That's why you never heard me mention her again after that. I'm like, yeah, what's going on, people? That was just, yeah, we're going on with that. That never happened. You know what I'm saying? All my pals were cracking up, bantering me. Crying, like literally crying of laughter. Like, where's your thing, cuz? I thought you had the young rich thing, cuz. What's going on, cuz? Where's the pretty thing? But I've got it for a week off my pals, man. Yeah, man. And I'm a gasser as well. I'll proper gas things up even more than that. If they're 8 out of 10, I'm gassing it up. It's a 10, 20 out of 10, mate. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fuck myself. Anyway, people, it's your boy living in London. I hope you enjoyed this story. 18 minutes long. It's a bit different this time, but you know what I'm saying? Give you something different. And tomorrow, I got a reaction on something that happened. Not with me or anything, but just in England recently, and it pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about that. Anyway, people, it's your boy living in London. I'll give you a video tomorrow. Peace.